To Dr. Brzezinski, I can't say enough about his contribution to our country. Here's somebody who helped to shape Camp David and bring about a lasting peace between Israel and some of its neighbors. Somebody who has, over decades, trained some of the most prominent foreign policy specialists, not just in the Democratic Party, but has trained a number who ended up in the Republican Party as well. He is one of our most outstanding scholars, one of our most outstanding thinkers. He has proven to be an outstanding friend and somebody who I've learned an immense amount from.
U.S. National Security Advisor Brzezinski flew to Pakistan to set about rallying resistance. He wanted to arm the Mujahideen without revealing America's role. On the Afghan border near the Khyber Pass, he urged the soldiers of God to redouble their efforts.
We know of their deep belief in God, and we are confident that their struggle will succeed. That land over there is yours. You'll go back to it one day because your fight will prevail and you'll have your homes and your mosques back again because your cause is right and God is on your side.
The purpose of coordinating with the Pakistanis will be to make the Soviets bleed for as long as possible.
This young lady ready. Hold on 1 second. Here's my phone.
Oh.
With all the talk of the economy, high gas prices, and offshore drilling, as president, what would you do to stop the real cause of high prices, the devaluation of the dollar? The Constitution states the currency is regulated by Congress and backed by a gold and silver standard. The non-federal Federal Reserve is responsible for the housing collapse, inflation, and depletion in the middle class. The printing of paper money out of thin air that is not solidly backed causes higher prices. Would you regulate, if not eliminate, the privately owned banking system known as the Federal Reserve and restore America's economy by having Congress regulate our currency?
Okay, we got to keep with that. I got the gist of the question. Well, part of your question I agree with, part of your question I disagree with. You are absolutely right that in terms of oil prices is the dollar is declining. And so what's happening is because the dollar is worth less, but oil is priced in dollars, they've been jacking up prices around the world in the world spot oil market, and that makes gas more expensive for everybody because a barrel of oil is more expensive. If we had a strengthening dollar, that would help. Where I disagree with you is this idea that we need a gold standard to have a strong dollar. I mean, we got rid of the gold standard under Richard Nixon. So we've been operating for a long time where the dollar is not backed by a certain amount of gold. But the dollar has gone up and down, and really what the dollar's strength depends on is the overall economy. And what happens is if we're importing a lot of goods, including oil, but we're not exporting as much, then over time a lot of other countries, they start getting a lot of dollars and they don't want that many more dollars. And people don't want to invest in the United States if the economy isn't growing as fast. And so all these things have been putting a lot of downward pressure on the dollar. The way to strengthen the dollar is to strengthen the economy. And so what we need to do is if we start being more efficient in our energy use, that will strengthen the dollar because we will be importing less, exporting more. If we deal with this housing crisis in a serious way by helping borrowers and lenders come together and set up a fixed rate mortgage that people can afford so that we're stopping foreclosures. That will strengthen the financial system. Over time, that will strengthen the dollar. If we deal with our healthcare system that is burdening so many businesses, it's hard for them to compete with other countries if they've got to carry the healthcare costs of their workers, but other countries, their governments pick up the tab. If we can make our healthcare system more efficient, then that will strengthen the dollar over time. So the way to strengthen the dollar is for us to get our economy back in shape, and that starts with creating a new, efficient energy economy. That's one of the priorities that I have as President of the United States. That's a good question. All right. SEIU.
Comment on Zbigniew Brzezinski in his book, calling for a world government, and saying that it's in the global chess, or Grand Chessboard. He talks about deception to the American people is necessary.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Okay, thank you.
Would you support the family members in the new 9/11 investigation, the 70% of their questions that were unanswered by the Lee Hamilton Commission, not other commission? I don't know. Okay. I appreciate it. Mr. Strickland. Would you support the family members in the new investigation into 9/11? 70% of their questions weren't answered by the commission. As far as the collapse of Building 7, 47 stories in 7 seconds straight down in the dust. No? Maybe? Senator Obama. Sir. Would you support the family members in the new 9/11 investigation? 70% of their questions were unanswered. I appreciate it, sir.
My name is Josh Usmani. I'm with We Are Change Ohio. We just got done at Barack Obama's speech in Berea, Ohio. And while he was shaking hands, I got the opportunity to ask him if he supported Kucinich's articles of impeachment. He told me that this late in the game he did not. And then I asked him if he supported a new investigation into 9/11 once he's in office. He told me that he would be willing to look into everything unconstitutional the Bush administration did, and that they would be held accountable and prosecuted if they were found to have done anything wrong.
Awesome. Definitely going to look forward to the next 4 years. Would you like to elaborate, sir, on the conspiracy and why you think the 3 buildings would evaporate at the speed of gravity because of 2 planes full of kerosene that burns at 1400?